Welcome to physics class. Today we will discuss set 1 page number 168. Question 1. Define principal focus of a concave mirror. Principal focus of a concave mirror is a point on its principal axis where light ray traveling parallel to principal axis actually meets after reflection from the mirror. Question 2. The radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 cm. What is its focal length? It is spherical mirror. Radius of curvature r, that is 20 cm. Focal length represented by f. We have to calculate. We know that f equal to r by 2. R is 20 by 2. Answer is 10 centimeter. Question 3. Name a mirror that can give an erect and enlarged image of an object. Answer is concave mirror. Question 4. Why do we prefer a convex mirror as a rear view mirror in vehicles? A convex mirror have a wider field of view because they are curved outwards. Due to that, drivers of vehicles can view much larger area as compared to that is possible with a plane mirror. A convex mirror always gives an erect and diminished image, means small sized image of vehicles coming from behind. It is also clear from the pic. Set 2, page 171, question 1. Find the focal length of a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is 32 centimeter. Convex mirror, radius of curvature represented by r, that is 32 centimeter. Focal length f we have to find out. We know that f equal to r by 2. R is 32 centimeter, which is 16 centimeter. Question 2. A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified enlarged real image of an object placed at 10 cm in front of it. Where is the image located? Given terms in the question, it is real image, that's why magnification is 3, which is minus or negative, and the object distance is given 10 cm, which is always negative. Mirror is concave mirror. Magnification according to question 3 times magnified, so represented by small m, that is 3. But for real image, sign will be negative. Object distance is given, that is represented by u, which is 10 centimeter. As we know, object distance is always negative. We know that m equal to minus v upon u. Let us fill the values. M equal to minus 3 minus v means image distance we have to find out. U, its value is minus 10. When we transpose minus 3 into minus 10, which will be equal to minus v. Here this is 10 3s are 30. Hence we can say v equal to minus 30 centimeter. Means image is real, so it is located in front of the mirror at a distance 30 centimeter from the pole. I am using here concave mirror which is curved inside. Let's play with this concave mirror. You will be able to see in front of you there are so many buildings. I'm using a white sheet as screen here fixed on the clipboard, and with this concave mirror facing toward outside, its painted side is toward you. I'll play a game, or you'll be able to see something on the screen. Is it visible? Yeah. But image formed over there on the screen is inverted. All the buildings are downward, or images are real and inverted. Now let us calculate its focal length, rough focal length. For that we need a scale. I'll fix it over here so that its focal length can be, rough focal length can be calculated or measured. I'll focus any object outside. You can see the birds flying, clouds over there, and we have to move this mirror on this scale front and back side to get clear image of the object. Are you able to see? Yes. This is real and inverted image. Is it clear from this pic or image? Yes, the image formed is real and inverted. I'll show you more closer view in the next pic. From this closer view, it is more clear that image is formed which is real and inverted. But clear image is formed at 18 centimeter. Here, 18 centimeter. So this is rough focal length. We are going to perform an activity related to the image formation by the concave mirror. This is optical bench on which on the certain wooden upright this concave mirror is fixed. Upright is likewise. And candle stand on which candle is mounted means candle act as object, and this upright with the white sheet act as screen. From the previous activity, you know that how to find out focal length of this concave mirror. We have calculated rough focal length of concave mirror, that is 18 centimeter. As we know, all the distances are measured from the pole of mirror. Means I have marked here with pen. We can find out the reading from this scale over here. I have placed this mirror stand with the 70 centimeter. Means all the distances will be taken from this point for the calculation purpose. Now its focal length is 18 centimeter. That's why mark will be 52 here. All the distances are taken from the pole represented by capital P here. This is 18 centimeter distance. This is focal length. Distance between F and P, which is 18 centimeter. And this is principal focus represented by F. Now double of focal length is radius of curvature here. 36 centimeter. Distance between C and P. Marked as C, that is center of curvature, and distances will be measured from using this scale over there on the optical bench. Let us start understanding the image formation. First of all, we will place this object somewhere to understand it. I have placed this candle as an object at the starting of this scale. It is at a proper distance, means there is a distance of more than 80 centimeter between this candle and a mirror. That's why this distance can be considered as infinity for this case. Now this screen can be adjusted here and there on this optical bench to find the clear image of this candle flame. Are you able to see the dot here? Yes, this is clear image and this is diminished inverted. Are you able to see? This is clear image, which is point sized image formed at the principal focus of concave mirror. We have done first case when object is at infinity and image will be formed at focus. Now second case, when object is placed beyond C, means radius of curvature is 36. We have placed this candle between infinity and that C part. Now we have to move this screen again to have a sharp image. Yes, this is the exact location of the screen where a sharp image is formed. Again, image is real and inverted and small sized. An image is formed between C and F for this case. Now this is second case when object is beyond C, image is formed between C and F. You will be able to see real and inverted image and that image is diminished. And second case is clear. Now object is between C and F. Then where the image will be formed, we'll find out it by moving this screen again to and fro. Blur image is formed. That's why we have to move the screen away and we can see candle flame, its image is enlarged and becoming clear. This is sharp image. Now when object is placed between C and F, its real and inverted and enlarged image can be obtained beyond C. Screen is beyond C. I have placed now this candle at principal focus. And according to this scenario, image will be formed at infinity. Let us see. I have used this bigger chart as a screen here cause image is formed at infinity, which is out of the scale of optical bench. You will be able to see this flame which is highly enlarged, this area. Is it visible? Okay, this is case when object is at focus and enlarged image is formed at infinity. I have placed now this object means candle between F and P. Now image will be formed behind mirror. Let us try. If I move this white sheet here and there, I am not able to see its image here in front of this mirror. Why? Because this is not a real or inverted image which can be obtained on the screen. Okay, this is virtual image. I am not able to obtain it on the screen. That's why this case can't be shown. If I place this white sheet behind the mirror, again shadow is formed, but I am not able to obtain its clear image because virtual image can't be obtained on the screen. Mukti was looking into the outer and inner faces of a new steel spoon. She found that she could see her clear image in both the faces of the spoon. but in one face the image was erect and in other face the image was inverted. She discussed with her physics teacher, who explained her clearly the reasons. She got satisfied and was happy to know the new things. First question: which face or side of the spoon forms erect image and why? Second question: which side of the spoon forms inverted image and why? Third question: what value do you learn from the mukti? You have to find out the answers to this question, and we will discuss these questions in my next video. Thank you for watching.